What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm mad. I'm upset. I was gonna make this a like a face video where you guys get to see my face as I'm doing this. This is more of a a communication between the two of us, but obviously emotions are gonna run high. So I was originally gonna title this video about like clarification for WB Games and E3 and all that stuff. Well, I mean, where we're at right now, from at least what I've seen, I'm willing, and this is crazy, okay? I'm willing to wave the red flag or the white flag. I never remember which one is, but I'm waving the flag of defeat on this one. That WB Games, it's just Back4Blood. Now, it's not because of Jeff Keighley and Summer Games Fest or Summer Game Fest that did the thing on Twitter, that did that post. That, to me, never fully clarified it, okay? There was actually a WB spokesman, a person that works there that reached out to Tech Radar. Tech Radar reached out to them, and they said, no, we're not showing Hogwarts. We're not showing Gotham Knights. We're not showing Suicide Squad. The only game that's going to be at E3, and I do want to make this video positive, but the only game during E3 is going to be Back4Blood. Now, I do want to rant on that. I do want to talk about how that's stupid, talk about how really this is E3's fault, and not even, I would argue, WB's, although kind of their fault as well. I want to talk about that. But I also want to leave it on a positive note. So if you guys want to, stay around, please stick around the whole video so you guys can hear the positive note, which I will save for towards the second half of the video. All right. Before I get too far in, make sure, if you guys have not yet already, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, hit the like button. I'm still covering Summer Game Fest. I'm still covering E3. If there's anything on any of these WB games, maybe not Back4Blood. It's going to be a busy Sunday anyway, so I don't know if I'll cover Back4Blood at least that day, but I will be covering as much as humanly possible, okay? So again, make sure you guys are subscribed. If you guys want to subscribe to my second channel, Podcast Now Plus, links in the description, would greatly, greatly appreciate it. We're going to be covering E3 and Summer Game Fest there as well. There's going to be loads and loads and loads of videos over this next week and a half. I'm very stressed, I'm very excited, and I cannot wait to get started, all right? So let me just rant on this for a quick second, and hopefully we'll make this a little short, and then we'll go to the positive note. It is a joke. Now, there's no proof of this because I don't think I took a screenshot, and if I did, maybe I deleted it. But when E3, okay, I believe it was like June 3rd, when they had that announcement of the registration, and they basically announced the schedule. Remember, it was the day they announced the schedule, and we did videos on this channel and the second channel talking about that stuff. They said that it was going to be Warner Bros. Games, Back4Blood, and 24 Entertainment, or 24 whatever that company's called, okay? I swear to, and it's just my word, and you can take, so if you want to believe that I'm just making this up and lying to you guys, like, maliciously, I guess you can do that. That'd be pretty stupid, but I swear to you that there was a comma after WB Games. It's not there anymore, so that's kind of the thing where it's like, well, it was there, I swear it, although I really don't have any proof, so I guess if you want to call me a liar, whatevs, but that it's not there anymore. And so that, to me, honestly, that to me actually was like kind of the biggest deal breaker, where it's like I was holding out hope that because of the comma, it's just a comma, by the way, so maybe it was a mistake in the first place. But like I said, the Summer Game Fest thing didn't really do anything for me. It didn't clarify, or it didn't, like, I don't know. I didn't necessarily fully believe it. Jeff Keighley, like, yeah, he has contacts, but, like, he's doing his own thing. He's covering E3 as well. So just because they say it, that could easily have just been their interpretation of it. But again, now it seems like because of this Tech Radar thing, just in all, that it's not going to happen. All right? It's stupid. It's very stupid. To me, it goes to the bigger issue of E3, specifically this year, in that I don't know how to make it any more clear to people. None of these publishers want to do E3 this year, okay? They may sound happy about it. They may sound supportive of it, but I don't know, just, and it is my opinion. I mean, if in my opinion, could very well be wrong, but I just get the sense that nobody actually wants to do it. They're all more than willing to do their own thing. They want to literally be independent, and the ESA, which is the people behind E3, they're like, well, just do it in like a 4-day stretch. Just like do everything, and we're not going to tell you what time or what day to go, therefore it's going to get very confusing, therefore it's going to get very messy, but just go. Oh, also promise you're going to go, but then if you don't want to show much, if you want to show like one thing, you can just do that. That's completely fine. And so that, there's other things, obviously, I mentioned in that small little paragraph there that applies to different, things and all, but specifically to the WB stuff, it's that last part. It's like, well, why promise like a month and a half ago, and I do want to make it clear. I want to make a couple things clear, okay? Number one, I'm disappointed, but, like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like, I'm not crying. I'm not, like for people that are just going to make stuff up or be like, oh, this must be, like, I guess it is a disappointment for sure. Like, I wanted to see the stuff there. Again, I do think there's a positive thing that we can still look to. But to me, it doesn't, it's not going to, like, ruin my life or anything, okay? And also, I mean, we all kind of were expecting the worst. I think Hogwarts Legacy has taught us to expect the worst. Gotham Knights has absolutely taught us to expect, we're kind of, Lego Star Wars has taught us to expect the worst. We're so trained by all of WB games. Like, their games, their actual games. We're all so trained by them that we just expect the worst things in the world. But to me, it kind of, again, it just goes to the bigger issue of E3. WB probably didn't want to go at all. They were probably told or asked very, I'd say, like, point blank, like, hey, can you please, wink, wink, like, please? And then they're like, well, we don't really want to show anything. Like, we have DC fandom. We have all this stuff. Hogwarts doesn't need you. We can go in it, which I've said. By the way, I'm not, like, saying all these things now to try to, like, cover my back. I've been saying these things for, like, 2 months. So it's nothing new. And, but I'm sure they're like, well, please. And they're like, well, we have Back4Blood. They're like, yeah, sure. Show 20 minutes of that or whatever. So, obviously, Back4Blood is what we get on Sunday. Now, the positive thing. Just because it's not at E3 does not mean it's not a Summer Game Fest, okay? That's what and here's where it gets a lot more tricky, right, or a lot more messy, is that you gotta be careful with what you expect from Jeff Keighley and Summer Game Fest. And I've said it before, it's not because I don't like him. Jeff Keighley's awesome. I really like him. I've liked him for a very, very, very long time. I respect the guy immensely. I think he's a very, very smart. I mean, all this stuff. You could check all those boxes, okay? But his events tend to disappoint. There's no other way around that. His events tend to disappoint. They don't always disappoint me, because I kind of go in with low expectations, but they do generally disappoint, I would say, the public that's, I guess, just expecting certain things. I do think Thursday is going to be huge. Now, I'm going to be making videos specifically on Thursday, starting tomorrow. We'll do some predictions videos. I'm going to co-stream it. So I will be co-streaming Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest on Thursday. You guys can come here if you want to watch it with me, with my reaction, all that stuff. So, like, I'm excited, and I think he's going to do a really good job. With that being said, everything in the world that people expect to be there can't possibly happen. So, I guess the bigger issue is, again, Lego Star Wars. So, like, Monolith, NetherRealm, these were ones that we were hoping for as, like, a fun little addition. Obviously, not even close. Now, I really look to, I would say, probably those 4 big ones, right? Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad, Hogwarts Legacy, Lego Star Wars. I think you probably would throw away Suicide Squad immediately. And why I'm doing this, by the way, is because I can't imagine all 4, or even right now, all 3 would appear there. I do think 1 or 2 could. I will point, I would say I'd, like, look you in the eye. Again, I don't have the camera on, but I'd point blank look you in the eye and say, I have hope that 1 or 2 of these could be shown. I think Lego Star Wars is the best shot, okay? I would say Hogwarts is probably number 2, in my personal opinion, and that's just my opinion, but I really think Lego Star Wars kind of sticks out. So, we'll have to see, but again, I guess for clarification's sake, not E3, so I will, again, like, I'm officially waving the flag. I'm not going into Sunday expecting anything more than Back4Blood. If you guys want to expect more, that would it's probably going to backfire in the end, and that's so. If you want that or you expect that, I guess that's actually okay, but don't expect it, okay? And then for Summer Game Fest, well, the thing is, WB, Warner Bros., is going to Summer Game Fest. Now, are they going to show Back4Blood again there? One thing that I've noticed that Jeff Keighley's been doing, which we'll talk about in tomorrow and Wednesday's videos, is that some things that he's going to announce, or some things in general that's going to be on Thursday, is also going to be at E3. Elden Ring seems like it's going to be at both. That new Borderlands game, which is that 2K thing, it's already kind of been leaked, right? It's kind of a spin-off game. That's going to be at both. So he's kind of already doing some things that are already going to be at E3. So you could argue, well, could he do Back4Blood, and then Back4Blood would be at E3? So that would be that doubling of it, which he's already doing for other games. Or Does he do a brand new thing? And if he does a brand new in the sense that he does something that doesn't then appear at E3. And he did actually tease us with he's going to be showing some games that like long have been waiting for updates. Now, Elden Ring is the one that stands out when he says something like that, but I think Lego Star Wars and or Hogwarts Legacy, if you're looking at WB Games, I think those stand out as well. So again, all speculate. That's all this is. It's all speculation. It's all just my opinion. I was wrong about E3. I think a lot of people were wrong, though. I wouldn't necessarily put that on me. But, if you want to, go ahead. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Are you disappointed? Are you mad? It's okay to be. You guys can vent in the comments. Do you think we would see something at Summer Game Fest? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Bell icon turned on so you know when all these videos go up. Again, if you want to subscribe to my second channel, Podcast Now Plus, link for that is in the description below. Thank you all for watching. We have an insane next 9 or 10 days planned for you guys. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and I hope to see you guys on those videos.